What is going on, PlayStation Nation? Shout out to you guys who already have joined the OP gang, the Overpowered Nation. Hashtag we did it in the comment box if you are a member. But if you are new, make sure you leave a like and a subscription. And you can also join the gang by hitting that notification button, letting me know that you are here. As well as being able to keep up with the streams and the videos that I put out. But today, I just want to clarify something. This is all opinion based. This is all my opinion. This is not fact, but it is based around facts. Going forward in the division, we had the State of the Game released for February 22nd. And I do like this State of the Game, even though it wasn't a community State of the Game where they can address issues like buffs, nerfs, that's going to be coming into the game, server issues, desynchronization, as well as Cronus Max issues in the game. But they didn't want to get big on it. They say they do know these things are plaguing the game in previous State of the Game, and they will address it very soon to what they're going to do to the gear set, to what they're going to do about Cronus Max, and, as well as servers and lag. But in the State of the Game, I was excited to hear that they were talking about drop rate. Now, I think it should already be in the game, but it's not in the game now. I don't know why it's hard to implement in the game, knowing that they've been utilizing the system of RGN since the game release. But that's neither here or there. But the drop rates are increasing on gear sets as well as exotic weapons, and some exotic weapons are being taken out of the rotation, mainly the ones we buy in the base of operation. The ones we can purchase with our own Phoenix credits are no longer going to be in the drop rate when it comes out in this patch, which I think is dope. So we have a better increased chance of, it was 3%, now it's 6%, and then it was 10%, now it's 20%. And it's based upon the missions that you're doing, as well as the farming aspects that you are doing. But now it's going to be sprinkling. They say it's not raining, it's going to be sprinkling exotics and high ends. I mean exotics and classified gear sets. Which brings me to my point. Regular gear sets, high end and exotic gear sets like the Bear's chest piece, skull glove, I think they should give us a increase in the roll on them, whether so it can match the classified like 1401. And I know that defeats the purpose of getting a classified gear, but with the classified set, you can re-roll 2 things. You can optimize 2 major and minor stats on those things. I think that they should increase the major stats on the regular gear sets. They should increase the major stats on the high ends to give it a better chance to compete, because I do like using the barracks, I do like using the vigorous chest piece, but compared to a 1401 firearm versus a 1372, that's a big gap. But that's what I was hoping that they would do to make these things that's dropping in the game more valuable, as well as, you know, tweak some guns, because it's no diversity. Like, a lot of people don't use the AK, a lot of people don't use the ACR, a lot of people don't use certain sniper rifles, definitely certain sniper rifles. There's only 2 sniper rifles that mainly people use, with the third one being an SVD if they want, but it's mainly, that's what I mean. But that's neither here or there. But I'm happy that they are bringing Division Tech in some aspects of the game. Now, the Division Tech is coming through our monthly supply drops, which is going to get us out here going for those. You get 100 D Tech for that. And the scarcity of weeklies and dailies not dropping Division Tech was beyond me. But now they are implemented, dailies being 25, weeklies being 100. So for me, that's excellent, because I'm not a PvE player, but I will hop on and do my weeklies and dailies now for that D Tech to roll my gear to the best of its ability. So I'm excited for that. I think they should have changed some aspects of the community and the essence of Division, no pun intended. I think skirmish and last stand kind of ruined the PvP aspects of the Dark Zone, because they had to try to balance out casual and hardcore, and they brought just standard PvP modes in the game, like a defend domination type of game mode, which is in last stand, as well as skirmish being a 4v4 team deathmatch / kill confirm, because you do have to confirm your kill. I think that's excellent, but it just divides the community in the Dark Zone. Now, when you go in the Dark Zone, you get a lot of toxicity in the server, mainly people standing around. You got the rogue police and all these different things. And with Road 2.0 coming into the game, it make it a bad experience to go into the Dark Zone, to do what we usually do in the Dark Zone, and that's go rogue and go manhunt and fight servers. It's very hard to do now, and it's very hard for the solo player, even more so than it was before. But yeah, going forward, I was able to change some things in the Dark Zone when it comes to D Tech, like supply drops. Of course, with the classifieds and exotic rates being so high, people are going for supply drops, people are doing contaminated events, people are farming the landmarks in the DZ. And that's going to be excellent because now they can get geared up doing that. And that will, excuse me, bring a PvP aspect back to the Dark Zone because people are going to be looking for those extractions. People are going to be looking to hike and go rogue on people trying to extract. And it's just going to bring, hopefully, the old feel of the DZ back. But I think they should have supplemented something great for even the people that's in there going rogue and going on manhunts and things to give them a sense of like, okay, damn, we can go get this supply drop right here because there's going to be players there. So we're going to fight for this because it's offering better chance of drops, better chance of exotics, but it's also offering D Tech, 100 D Tech. And I wish they would have changed up the D Tech drop for landmarks that you completed in the Dark Zone. You get 3 Division Tech for completing the landmark. But over the course, you can get about 10 to 15 by killing the enemies in the landmark and defeating the boss. But once you clear the landmark, it should at least been 25. But I'm happy that we have ways of getting Division Tech better than it is now when this patch comes into the game. So this patch is mainly geared towards new players and casual players. People don't get enough time to play the game and they're not as hardcore and grinding, which I think is dope because it gives that community a up push to, you know, come into the game. Now they're not feeling overwhelmed. They can go through their legendaries and heroic missions and get better chances to get the house and all the new exotics, as well as all the new classified gear sets. And some changes coming to the GE because the small GE cache didn't really offer anything significant. I mean, you had a better drop rate in that by buying a whole bunch of those versus just buying a whole bunch of 15 caches. A lot of people didn't know that if you get a lot of those small credits, that they do have a good drop rate. If you have 30 of those, you have more chances of classified exotic weapons dropping. It might not be what you want, but their drop rate was a little bit lower on the 1500 ones because the chances were high. But that's what mainly the state of the game was about for me. I was happy to hear about Division Tech, and also I have to say shout out to them guys that's still the developers that's supporting this game and still on year 3 still coming up with state of the games to reach the community. I think we should support them guys, support their Patreon because they look like they're doing that on their spare time and free time, that they are continuing to keep us updated, to stay involved with this game and its community on their Twitter page and things like that. And I do appreciate that from a developer standpoint. That's why I'm not really so negative on this game, because it does have a lot of support from the people who created the game. And we get to see that as a community. We get to voice our opinion. We get to ask for things and have them address it in the state of the game. So by this but not being a community state of the game, I'm looking forward to next week one, talking about server issues, talking about Cronus Max, talking about some buffs and nerfs and some changes that's going to be coming to the game, as well as how they're going to implement the global events on a month-to-month basis. I know they're going to continue out the cycle, and of course as players of the game we want to refresh every time something new comes out, something free comes out, but I'm pretty sure it's just going to be the standard global events that we are used to, just repeating themselves. But it gives us a chance to get all the gear sets for those global events, as well as the mass and accommodations complete, which I think is dope for the PvEers. So I look forward to that coming to the game. It wasn't no talk about the patch for Xbox to get the frame rate change and the high resolution, but they still waiting on that. They say that every global event, so they still waiting on that to come in the game. But for the most part, I think when this do come into the game, it's going to be probably late March, towards the end of March, maybe third week of March going into it, because they'll be able to release the global events and everything revolving around this patch that they're bringing into the game. So I think it's going to be dope. Better symptoms for PvP for me, so I can't wait to hear about what's the state of PvP, because it's so divided between skirmish, last stand, and the Dark Zone. It's real hard to really, enjoy PvP to its fullest. I enjoy playing skirmish, I enjoy playing last stand. That's where I mostly go for my PvP. But I'm used to being in the Dark Zone. I'm used to fighting in the Dark Zone. I'm used to playing objective and tactical with the team and really getting the benefit of my build, because as you know, in last stand and skirmish, you don't really get the benefit of the damage and the changes that come to your gear. And some of those changes can be real big changes if you have just the minimum to unlock deadly. It would be taken away from you in the last day in the skirmish game modes. But yeah, that's it for the most part, man. I'm excited. Like I said, God of War is coming out in April, so I don't know if I'll be on the division at that. I'm also going to try to get into Warframe. I know that's just a PvE type of game, but I'm going to try to get into the lore of Warframe, as well as, getting an understanding of the game, because there's so much content that game has for free that I don't want to miss out on that experience, knowing that, I can sit back and casually play that and still enjoy the division from time to time when I want some PvP. But this your boy CEO Baby. Make sure you like and subscribe, and also leave me your thoughts on what you think. You know, what you think, what you would like to see come to the game, what you're looking forward to as far as PvP and PvE. How you feel about the drop rates changing? Do you think that's good, or do you think it's too late for the game? But all comments are accepted. I'm out. Peace.